If you are someone who is going through the daily motions of life by having goals, by structuring time, and by getting things done, and at the end of the day, you still feel a sense of inadequacy, some gap within you, some vacuum within you, and this is going on for a very long time, and you have no idea what's happening with you, then I think the next 5 or 10 minutes here will help you. I get this question all the time. I'm doing this stuff, but somehow I don't think I will get there. I don't feel happy. I don't feel fulfilled. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm a robot. What do I do? And people like me, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I train people. And what do? I tell you, go affirm. Start your day with an affirmation. And the reason why you need to start your day with an affirmation is because you are missing a meaning. You are not attaching a meaning to the actions that you are taking. When you attach a meaning, you feel good. So the best way to attach a meaning to everything that you're doing is to have an affirmation in place. So you start your day with an affirmation, and along the day, as you go, things will happen to you. And when things happen to you, you will feel the stress, you will feel the anxiety. And every time that happens to you, read the affirmation. And you keep on doing that 5-6 times throughout the day. And at the end of the day, you'll feel good about yourself because now you have attached meaning to everything that you have done. And all the stress, all the overwhelm, everything should go away. And you go to the bed feeling happy. I started my self-improvement journey about 22 years ago. And about 3 years into my journey, I started to realize that yes, these affirmations are working, but then I need to do something different. I need to find a way to attach meaning to not only things that I'm doing, but also to my existence. And I went into self-improvement because at that time I started to realize that the challenges I was facing, the stress I was experiencing, that has a lot to do with what's happening inside of me, not outside of me. So I had to go inward to fix myself. So one day, I bought a scanner, and along with my laptop, I flew all the way to India, from America to India, with one goal, to scan all the photos from my childhood. Not only my photos, but my parents' photos, my grandparents' photos, my uncles', my aunt's photos. I spent about 6 weeks scanning all the photos in my house. And not only my house, photos from my neighbors' houses. These are the houses these houses on the street where I grew up. So about 6 or 7 houses, all my friends' houses, and their parents' photos and their grandparents' photos. By the time I was done, I had about 2,000 photos completely scanned into my laptop. And the goal is to use these photographs to attach meaning to my life on a daily basis. For about 6 years, I would see these photos on a daily basis. I would open my laptop and see these photos for about 10 or 15 minutes every day. Doesn't matter, start of the day, end of the day, in between, doesn't matter. I would see these photos for about 15 minutes every day for 6 long years. And what do I find in these photos? I see my photo when I was 12 months old, when I was 5 years old, when I was 10 years old, 25 years old. And I see my journey, where I started from. What did I do to transition through all these years? All the good things that happened to me, all the bad things that happened to me, and how my character got built. I look at the same photo every day and attach a different meaning to it. Same photo. On day 1, I ask, where was my dad when this photo was taken? The next day, I look at the photo and ask myself, where was my mom? What was her life when this photo was taken? Who was the photographer who took this photo? You see, I ask different questions on the same photo every day. Not only I did that with my photo, but I would look at my father's photos, my mother's photos, my uncle's photos. And as I look at those photos today, you know what I see? I see people who had an equal start with me, but they are no more. They don't exist. And I see my uncles, my aunts, who were so happy and so happening in those photos. They're no more with me. One sad part of living a long life is every year I age, I miss some people in my life. You see your loved ones die in front of you. It's very painful. In the last 12 months, this COVID thing has taken away so many incredible people from my life. I don't know. It's very hard. I look at people who are no more, but I also see people who are way ahead of me. Much happier, much happening. I look at them. I get inspiration from them. I look at people who did not have the life that I have today. And I thank God for what I have been given. See, I attach a meaning at a very high level. I'm not asking you to go scan all the photos and do this. I do this for myself. And this is how I find meaning and a purpose to everything that I do. I want to share with you 5 questions that I ask on a daily basis today. And by the way, I look at these photos now once a month. I still look at them. I still find myself in them. It's like a ritual. It's like going to a place of worship for me. That's how I look at them. Sometimes I share these photos on my Facebook, on my profile with some of my friends and relatives. But then I look at these photos differently and attach meaning differently. 5 questions I ask today. Every day I wake up. 5 questions. I think these 5 questions will put you in a peak performance state. If you are honest, when you are answering these questions, I want you to be honest. The first question: what do I want to do today? You wake up in the morning, you ask this question: what is that I want to do today? You have your goals, you have your time structured, all that is good. But you got to ask this question. You know what the answer will do? Your answer to this question will take away the pain from everything that you are going to be doing throughout the day. The answer to this question will attach a new meaning to everything that you have planned. Because you planned your day way ahead in advance and you attached some meaning. But when you wake up in the morning and you ask this question, the answer will give a new meaning and a different meaning, and usually a powerful meaning, to everything that you'll be doing throughout the day. The second question I would ask is, what do I want to be? Everything that I'll be doing today, all the things I'll be getting done today, what will I become? Where do I see myself as a result of doing all this? The third question is, where do I want to go? What's the destination? People have financial destinations. People have spiritual destinations. People have emotional destinations, mental destinations, different destinations. It's not about going to some place. It's just the mind. It's just a feeling. Where do I want to go as a result of doing what I'm going to be doing today? The next question is, what do I plan to accomplish? In one of my podcasts, I said, why do you want to do that which you are doing today if you know for sure that you'll not be doing the same thing 5 years from now? What's the point of doing that today? You got to have the long-term vision. Everything that you are doing today has to add up structurally and build up that whole big pyramid. It's like a brick to build that pyramid. So what do you plan on accomplishing today that will help you build that bigger accomplishment? And the last question, what do I need to do today to stand in that little corner of the world that is given to me? Wherever you are listening to right now, or wherever you're watching or listening to this podcast, you know, several years from now, eventually one day, somebody else is going to be standing there or sitting there. I'm here behind this microphone and recording this. I know, several years from now, somebody else will be standing here. May not be in this setup, different setup. This is a small little corner. There are 7 billion corners on this earth for humans to stand and do what they are supposed to do. So, how do we earn this standing? What will you do today to earn the right to stand where you are standing? Ask these 5 questions, please. Start your day with these 5 questions. Of course, if you have written affirmations, great. Read those affirmations. But these 5 questions will put you in a state of high performance. They should. You know how I know these questions will put you in high performance? Because I have practiced these questions. And I continue to practice these questions every day. These 5 questions, they make me look into my initial commitment that I made to myself as I started my journey. Those photos made me look into my initial commitment. Those photos continue to make me look into my initial commitment. Those photos tell me the pain, the agony, the stress that my parents took to put me where they put me. Those photos show me people who have done amazing things, who were next to me, who were born with me, who are way ahead of me in every possible way. They inspire me. All this will make you affirm to your initial commitment. I know this. People who always affirm to their initial commitment, they are the people who will continue to stay in the solution of life. You know, the world is conspiring to make you successful. Everything is wanting you to succeed. And I go back to Rumi. Everything that you are seeking is seeking you. Everything that you desire is desiring you. Your success has its own momentum. It has its own pace. It has its own flow. All these affirmations, all these questions, all these activities, they are all designed such that you produce unsupervised results. You produce autonomous results. You internally and eternally just get things done. You feel good, you feel happy. So the idea is to create unsupervised results. And that is why we talk about affirmations. That's why we talk about deep questioning. That's why we talk about looking into initial commitments.